Welcome back, guys. Baby Got Sex. In case you
Welcome back.
forgot what you clicked on. Been there, done that. Happens. This week is a returning author. We love her. We cherish her.
We honor her.
Have a shrine in my closet. No, I don't. Not yet.
I mean, with the amount of books we have of hers, it kind of is.
Well, no, her books are on a shelf. I wouldn't do that to her. Her books are on a shelf. I do have them. Especially my signed copy. I have.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So this one, we read the first one in February. It seems like forever ago.
I know.
That's when the first one came out. This is the second book. So this is the sibling of the main guy in the first book. And then I did see, now I don't know if this is about them or what, but it says, keep an eye out for Tessa's new series, Wreck the Halls, a fun, sexy Christmas romance coming fall 2023.
I think it's separate.
Okay. That makes sense. So.
But yeah, this is Tessa Bailey's Unfortunately Yours.
Love the cat Menace in this book.
One, the name is Menace. Great name.
It's a great name. I kind of had a bone to pick with the cover art because while reading this, I thought of him as looking different. I don't know why, but like as a Navy SEAL guy, I don't know. I just thought of
bigger
him like,
built.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was just me. Other than
I get that.
Other than that, what did you rate it?
4.5.
Okay.
Would you rate it?
Well, I rated it a 5. I didn't. I got a little teary-eyed when. Well, when he was talking about Sam.
Yeah.
It brought me in the feels, you know.
What did you rate Secretly Yours? Do you remember? I think I rated it a 4.
I might have rated it a 4 for the dirty knees.
Dirty knees.
This book, though.
I'm telling you.
My mother is not touching this book.
Wow. We'll get to the spice with Jesus.
I did have my mom read. I gave it Secretly Yours a 4. I did give it a 4. I mean, I did have her read Things We Never Got Over, and the spice level on that's pretty good.
I feel like the thing about this one is since it's a shorter book, it's like highly concentrated with spice, which was kind of why I kind of docked it a little lower.
I'm just gonna say right now though, I appreciate that the shower scene wasn't as awkward.
All around better. I want to
so much better. So much better.
No weird. I mean, the occasional weird term was used that I don't like.
Oh, I didn't. What
there was
that?
There was a couple. I can't recall now.
He did. There was an overuse, I feel like, of like how big he was, how big her boobs were. Like it.
Yeah.
It kind of was like, okay, we get it.
Yeah. And it almost seemed like every situation that they were in and after every fight or whatever ended with sex. It wasn't like resolved by them doing it, but it ended with them doing it.
Yeah, and I thought that he wasn't going to bring up the money thing like at all. Like they really like got to the very end of that and I was like, are we just not going to
we're just going to gloss over that?
Yeah. So, I guess I could read the back.
Oh, yes.
After losing her job and her fiancé in one fell swoop, Natalie Voss returned home to lick her wounds. A few months later, she sufficiently drowned her sorrows in Cabernet, and she's ready to get back to her feet. She just needs her trust fund to finance her new business venture. Fortunately, the terms require she marry before she can have the money, and, well, dumped, remember? But Natalie is desperate enough to propose to a man who makes her want to kill him and kiss him in equal measure. August Cates may own a vineyard, but he doesn't know jack about making wine. He's determined to do his late best friend proud no matter what it takes. Except his tasting room is empty, his wine is disgusting, seriously, he once saw someone gag, and his buddy's legacy is circling the drain. No bank will give him the loan he needs to turn the business around, and then the gorgeous, feisty Harris knocks on his door. Natalie has haunted his dreams since the moment they met, but their sizzling chemistry immediately morphed into simmering insults. Now a quickie marriage could help them both. A sham wedding, a few weeks living under the same roof, and then they can go their separate ways, assuming they make it out alive. How hard could it be? There's just one thing they didn't account for, their unfortunate, unbearable, undeniable attraction.
I definitely liked it better than the other one.
100%. I did like the first one. I think Tessa Bailey's banter with her main characters is what really, like, knocks my socks off.
Yeah. It's so natural, not awkward. And I see Haley from the first one did kind of annoy me.
Yeah.
The tornado she was.
Yeah, how she, like, never was on time.
Yeah.
And all the...
Yeah. And I just preferred these two characters by themselves and together better.
Yeah. I did appreciate that. And I did like, too, how, like, the first one, it was about that, like, wine night or whatever that they talk about where they first met. Yeah. And we do get to see them kind of, like, at that.
Mm-hmm.
Although then the Haley and the other main guy, Julian, go off with their dirty knees. It still haunts me. It still haunts me.
I'll never forget that.
No.
And I want to.
Also, I didn't really care for, so his term of endearment was princess for her, and I just didn't, I don't know.
Like, I get why, because at first it was kind of like a teasing, mocking, like.
Yeah.
That she was from a rich family. But then it never changed.
So. No, it didn't. It did not. So basically, this second book is about how, I mean, it really sums it up in the back, but basically, she is newly single. She was part of the, like, Wall Street people.
Mm-hmm.
She made a really bad business. She lost like millions. Whatever, yeah. Like millions of dollars. So they told her to step down. So she ran off because basically her fiance also was part of that. And he was like, I can't be associated with you, which I was like, wow. Okay. And so she goes back home. She's living in the guest house with Julian. And that's where we kind of meet her as like a side character with Julian and Haley.
And I like how she's reintroduced in this one. Mm-hmm. How she's in the guest room and she hears them all the time.
All the time, yeah. The squeaking, yeah.
Right there.
It cracked me up. And so, so this is part of Napa Valley, but the town's called St. Helena, and I kept reading it St. Helens because that is a town in Oregon. And so I just kept... also,
like Mount St. Helen.
I just kept...
California, too.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Oh, I thought that was... Okay, well... Guys, it's geography. This is books. Don't judge us.
I said that with maybe like 43% confidence.
I know.
So.
Well, St. Helens, the only reason I knew that is because we've gone there for Halloween, because that's where Halloween Town was filmed in Oregon.
Yes. It's
so
kind of lame. You guys don't worry about having to go there.
It is. Yeah, you're not missing much, I tell you what. Maybe when they do the like pumpkin lighting where they have like some of the characters there, might
feel like the
better,
first day.
But that party,
that DJ party,
not a party at all. Hotels are a little sketchy. Nah. But the cat shows there.
Go to their cat show.
They're fantastic.
10 out of 10.
So then basically we figure out that she wants that is locked away, and the only way she can get it is because her dad, who lives in Italy now, said that she has to have a job and she has to be married. That's the only way that she's getting her trust fund.
It's so dumb. He's so aggravating, that dad.
He really is. Yeah. After they had the fire, He basically ran away to Italy and divorced the mom, gave the mom the vineyard because he knew that it like wouldn't amount to anything. Which was like, that's rude.
I think the most aggravating part of it though is how people in that town still like talk about him and like think highly of him.
Oh yeah.
So dumb. So
It's
frustrating.
insane. It's ridiculous. The mom kind of annoys the crap out of me. Just how she's
is.
Yeah, she's not motherly. She definitely
No.
chooses Julian over Natalie, even in this book.
Mm-hmm.
And so she meets August, like we said in the first book, at like a wine event. He's not a wine person. He is an ex-Navy SEAL. His best friend was killed in the line of duty. So he feels very guilty about that. And so his friend Sam, who got killed, wanted to be a winemaker. He wanted to have his own winery. So August decided to do that in his honor. He is not good at making wine.
No.
The only person he sells it to. Yeah, the only person that I want to say sells, but he pretty much has to give it to her.
Like barters,
is a single mom. Yeah, single mom of 3 who just chugs it because she's a mom of 3. Well, she's not single. She has a husband. I didn't realize that until the very end.
I know. When it said husband, I was like, oh, I definitely thought she was by herself. But she gives him her handmade soaps, grapefruit scented soaps. A lot about the grapefruit scent.
A lot about grapefruit. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And so they pretty much have a deal. Like, she's thinking to herself, like, I could get married to August and he could maybe, because he wanted to get a loan for his
small business loan.
Yeah. And the banker, who of course is like buddy with Natalie's dad, was like, nope, you're not getting a bank loan. So he's like, well,
fair.
Fine. It makes sense.
Yeah, I wouldn't make that investment either.
It makes sense. So basically they figure out that if they get married together, they can help each other out. Now, then he gets a $200,000 loan from his commander, who was also Sam's dad. And technically he doesn't need to marry Natalie anymore. Also, I appreciate how gutsy he did the proposal at a big fancy party without her knowledge. And her family was there and like the whole town was there. And 2 days
she
prior,
didn't even realize he was like going along with the plan.
Yeah, and 2 days prior, she was throwing wine in his face at an event. Yeah. So everyone was super confused by it. It was at a
wine train
thing.
Yeah.
So then they got put in the lover's nest.
Lover's nest.
Yeah, and the mom was pissed.
Yeah.
Oh, she was pissed.
Yeah, she kind of already saw through it. Like, if you think this is going to work, you're going to have to really sell it because everyone here talks.
Yeah. So, and then, of course, like the banker guys in the background, like, staring at him. And so they have to move in together, and they have to basically show that they actually like each other. Which, of course, close proximity, enemies to lovers. I mean, you kind of know what happens. We can't. I mean, we don't really need to go into like too much detail, but yeah, Menace is the star of the show, and so basically, they fall in love, even though they don't want to fall in love. Especially Natalie, she really August loves her, and everyone can see that, and
She's caught up in trying to go back to New York and open a new firm and like show everyone who like fired her and her ex, who's now engaged. Yeah. Like that like prove herself again that she can actually do it.
Yeah, and she's kind of getting FOMO, like she sees her friends, like her old friends posting photos and all this stuff, and she definitely feels like a nobody at the winery.
Especially since her mom doesn't include her in the family business, and Julian's trying his hardest to like include her and like ask for her opinions, but the mom is just like,
Well, and
Makes a
August
lot of like drinking jokes.
August also doesn't want her like to have any part of his winery to like help him because he feels like all the responsibility is because of him. Like Sam's
Yeah.
death was him. Like it was his fault that he wasn't protecting him, and so he needs to do all of this on his own, and basically a stubborn man.
You're a classic
You're a
stubborn man.
classic stubborn man. And so the whole point is of them realizing that they do need each other, and that she can be very helpful. I mean, they both can help each other out.
Yeah.
And then there's like a random flash flood towards the end of the book, which of course makes her realize like, I love him.
Yeah.
And then they do it in the truck.
And then outside of the truck.
Yeah. And in the shower.
And shower.
And outside of the shower.
And outside.
There's no dirty knees, guys. I tell you what.
There are no mention of knees.
No mention of knees, elbows, shoulders, nothing.
All joints are left out of the party.
They are, yes. I don't think there was any like awkward that I'm trying to recall like.
No, I was so worried that at the wedding it was gonna get weird. But it wasn't, and it was just funny. Even though his song choice that they actually played to be their first dance.
Brick House? Mm-hmm.
Brick House.
Love it. Yeah. I like that she like was telling the DJ, do not play that.
Yeah.
And then they played it.
Not only just in general at a wedding. That is their first dance.
Right? I know. Yeah.
I also love how he showed up with Menace to the wedding, and Menace is in a little suit. Truly incredible.
I love it so much. And that cat literally is the star. And he's deaf. And it's so funny. It's great.
I also like his interactions with Julian, August and Julian. Because towards the end, when Natalie does fly back to New York and August doesn't realize she left, and he calls Julian. And he's just like realizing in his head, like, oh, I really love your sister. And Julian's just like, yeah, I know. And he's like, yeah, no, I like really miss her. And then Julian's just like, okay, now it's just getting weird, Kate.
Right? I know.
He's like, sorry, yeah, I'll hang up now.
It's so funny. I was trying to
just like the way she writes people talking to each other is so natural and it's funny.
It is.
And you can exactly picture it, which is some of our favorite things in like a lot of books. It's like, is the conversations natural?
Yeah,
if it's not and it's awkward, then it really takes you out of it. And you're like, no one speaks like that.
Dirty knees.
No one likes knees that much. I mean, there probably are, but I don't want to read about it.
I don't like my knees. I don't know. It's just very just very weird. I don't know. I understand people say things like in the heat of the moment, but like never that. There's never any of that. Yeah, so this one was definitely better. And the ending was good. The epilogue was 8 years later. And it was really cute with his daughter. So they have daughters. There are 3 of them. Yeah.
The mom has a boyfriend.
Mom has a boyfriend.
Haley and Julian have boys.
Twin boys.
I like how they included them.
Yeah.
The first one didn't have an epilogue or anything, so this kind of just rounds out since this is only a duology in this series.
Yeah.
Just rounds it out nice. On the back, in like the about the author portion, apparently Tessa Bailey has been dubbed the Michelangelo of Dirty Talk.
I love it.
What a title.
I love it. I'm real excited about her sports
ones. I know. I don't think I've read a sports romance yet. I'm not into the sports, any of them. So I haven't steered away. Not that all sports romance focus on the sport per se.
Well, you've read sports. You've read kind of the Bromance Book Club. Kind of is. I mean, it's not.
Oh,
I mean, they do have sports in
they happen to play sports sometimes. Some of them are athletes.
I do watch football, but only like two major teams. Like I only watch our local college team because I kind of have to because I went to college there. And they're not the best. I mean, Mel and I don't think lasted an entire
game. No, we've left some games early.
Yeah. And then like professional wise, I only watch one team because of my grandma. So, and I know baseball. I know baseball and football, so it's easier for me to watch those.
Yeah.
But Icebreaker, which is a hockey romance.
I really like Icebreaker.
I love that. And the second one's coming out. The next one
she's coming out with is a sequel.
It's called Wildfire. It says Maple Hills number 2. No, I think it's about the same, like, college.
Maybe like the same group of friends.
I don't even know the same group of friends. I think it's just the same college because
I do want to check it out. It looks good. And those colors are so cute.
I know. Icebreaker, the guy was the captain of the Maple Hills Titans. And then Wildfire it just says Maple Hill students. 2 summer camp counselors who reconnect after a sizzling one-night stand. So I think it's just about like the same area, not necessarily like the same group because I don't recognize those names. But
I'll definitely give Tessa Bailey's a shot because Tessa Bailey.
I tell you what, if you like romance, you cannot go wrong with Tessa Bailey at all.
You have to be ready for the spice. She does not stray away from the spice.
No, not at all.
Not at all. And it's get into the. Oh no, go ahead.
Oh well, do you want to go into yours first and then because mine's the Goodreads one because the ratings was lower than I anticipated. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was just gonna do our romance questions.
Yeah.
So tropes.
Enemies to lovers, close proximity.
Okay. I
don't.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Would it be like a marriage of convenience?
And a marriage of convenience, yeah.
Okay.
That's also thrown in there.
Mm-hmm.
Spice rating. I want to call it like it's not a 5 out of 5.
No,
but it's more than a 4.
Priest haunts me. I would say like
4, 2, 5.
I would say like a 4.25 maybe.
Right.
4.3.
Yeah, that feels right.
4.25. Yeah. I would say around there. It's definitely like it's not Priest level, but it does. There's not
more
like
than your average romance.
There's not awkward terms or anything, and it gets pretty spicy.
It gets detailed.
It does. Tis.
Couple believability. I believe it.
I believe it.
I definitely believe it.
Tessa, she does a great job of putting characters together that make sense.
She really does. And like they're not like the same stereotypes that she has in every book. So they're all different and unique people.
Yeah.
But she pairs them so well. She should be a matchmaker.
She should.
Slow burn ? No. I don't think so. I mean, things start happening on the wine train.
That's true. And then there was the whole shower scene with just his.
Yeah. I guess spice-wise, not slow, but them actually realizing
correct
they're in love.
Slower. Yes.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
We might just have to get rid of this question. What do you think happens to the leads after the ending, since most of them have epilogues nowadays?
Yeah, and I think they probably had like a 4th kid, honestly. I'm sure they had another one. So that wouldn't surprise me.
Would you fall for either?
Maybe him. I just pictured him like buffier.
Bigger. Yeah.
I don't know. Like the guy on
I
the
mean, he is
cover?
an ex-SEAL, so maybe he's not like working out
Yeah,
as intensely, but he works out every morning and like flips tires.
he does. I
I don't
mean, the
know.
guy on the cover, 110%.
110%.
Yes.
And also the human part. I'm really into the cat.
Love the cat so much.
Love the cat. He's in a bow tie on the cover.
He's a good baby.
Part of a series. We read the next one. This is just the 2, I guess. It's
Yeah,
called the Vine a Mess series.
I would be intrigued. Well, I said, what if she does a third one with the mom and the boyfriend?
I was thinking about that too because it does mention a boyfriend. But
I don't know, like what,
know.
unless like the dad comes to try to like win her back or something. But I feel like I hate the dad so much that I don't know if I'd like that.
So much. I'm not that into the mom.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no. She kind of reminds me of like the Mama's Boy moms when she's like up early and has like her robe and she's
already ready.
Exactly.
To just yank down a tree that's blocking her view.
If you guys haven't seen I Love a Mama's Boy, please go watch it. It is so good.
But there's 2 seasons. I'm pretty sure they canceled it because I have heard 0 things about it since.
That is a travesty.
What a time. How'd you like the writing?
I did like the writing.
Classic good Tessa Bailey writing.
The banter, I mean, you can never go wrong with Tessa's banter. She's phenomenal at it. I think her and Lucy Score probably are like my top for banters. Also Emily Henry. Those are my top 3 for like so romance.
And they're all coming out with new books.
Yeah, it's Tessa, she just spits them out. Like it's crazy.
Tessa is on it. I don't know how she's, because this is, I mean, she released the first one earlier this year, and this is just one series she's doing. There's other series, but she's still writing out.
Yeah, and she's coming out with another one at the end of this year. So that's 3 books in a year.
It's wild. But Lucy Score's next one is coming out pretty soon out.
September.
I think the 3rd and the 4th are coming out pretty close together, I feel like, right?
I don't think there is a 4th. There's a 3rd.
Am I making that up?
Hold on.
I'm making that up. I mean, the 2nd one came out this year, and then the 3rd one's coming out later this year.
Yes.
Right? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. The 2 that are coming out close together. And then Emily Henry just released Happy Place, and she's already announced and like did the cover reveal for A Funny Story, which is her next one. Yeah,
Lucy Score, Things We Hide from the Light came out February 21st, and Things We Left Behind is coming out September 5th, and I already have that on coming. It's pre-ordered. Yeah. I certainly did. Which
good year.
So Lucy Score books, I will say, if you want the romance and banter, I would highly, and you don't have like that much time on your hands, I would recommend Tessa Bailey or Emily Henry because those are smaller books. Lucy Score books are notoriously gigantic. They're like fantastic, but they're big.
If you want a very slow burn, if you want to build up,
do you really want to get that like the backstory of the characters? You really want to like be in the book? Then I would suggest Lucy Score. But I haven't even had time to read the 2nd one yet.
I know I haven't either.
And so
we should get on that. You need to do another reading marathon.
We do need to do that. We do. We also need to. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but that would take like all of my time. That would
take the whole time. Maybe we can like pre-start it and then finish it during the marathon.
That makes sense. But yes, I highly suggest this book. I mean, she really cannot do it wrong. I guess I could do my rowdy 1-star. So this is a 3.96 on Goodreads, which is lower than I anticipated. It only has 30,399 ratings. Mostly 4 stars, which that makes sense.
Yeah.
I hated this book from this first sentence. I would give it 0 stars if I could.
Oh my God. What's the first sentence?
I don't even know.
Let's For as long as August Cates could remember, his dick had ruined everything. That is the first sentence.
Okay.
Okay. Well, keep going.
The amount of times I physically recoiled due to something August said or did is actually criminal.
What?
Oh, yeah, a lot of it DNF, the first sentence ruined it, pass it on this author from now. Oh.
It's a very bold first sentence.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like it. Every time this man opens his mouth, I want to smash his head in.
What? He's so sweet.
These characters are insufferable. I have no care in the world for them or their cringy bedroom talk.
Well.
Yeah, this was so bad. The way August described her body and was always so focused on it. Are we sure this wasn't written by a man? And the nickname Princess. I thought about DNFing it every time he called her Princess. I get it. There was a lot. This was a piece of burning garbage, and I genuinely want to fight Tessa Bailey right now because of all her shit makes me so mad.
Oh my God. And stop reading her books.
Dang. Yeah. So a lot of people didn't like the princess. They didn't like the first sentence.
First sentence is pretty long.
I get it.
You gotta get past it.
I completely forgot that's how it started. I did forget that. But yeah, I liked it.
Yes, I enjoyed it. I will probably forever keep reading Tessa Bailey.
There's not going to be a book that I don't. I mean, there's going to be ones where I'm like, I don't know if I would have said that. But
yeah. I feel like the only reason you wouldn't like it is because you don't like that trope in general. You know what I mean? Like, you just prefer some over others.
Yeah. I get that.
And that's just how the cookie crumbles.
It is. There's no other way to say it. I'm trying to pull up next week's book because
Oh, yes. I have the cover.
Oh, you do? Okay.
So next week we're back on our thriller shit.
Mm-hmm.
We got What Lies in the Woods by Kate Alice Marshall. I don't know. I don't think this is her first book.
No, she's written thrillers, but for like YA.
YA.
I think this is her first adult.
Is her adult thriller debut? Yeah.
There we go.
Wow. We got it from Book of the Month. I think this was our January pick. Yeah, January. So you all might have it. I'm excited to get back into some thriller.
I think I'm like 50 pages in so far.
I have not started.
So far, okay. Well, my boyfriend's been really getting into a video game called Dead Island 2. It's a zombie game that has a lot of gore, and I would rather read. So that is what I've been doing.
No, I have time on my hands.
So that's what's been happening there. And so far, it's good. I'll be intrigued on how it plays out. There's been a secret kind of revealed, but you don't really know like too much about it. And secrets. There's multiple characters, but there's only so far one point of view.
Okay.
So it'll be interesting. I'm excited to see where the book takes me and what you think of it as well.
I'm excited. And the next couple of weeks are going to be thrillers. So you can check out our Instagram at Baby Got Stacks Podcast to see our schedule. I'll be having to post next month soon already.
It's wild.
That's weird.
Yeah.
But we have a link in our bio on our Instagram that leads you to other places you can find us, like our Goodreads. Check out where we're at in our books, what else we got in our collection. You can always DM us if there's something you see and you want us to read, or if you have any requests for podcast episodes. We got a couple of bonus episodes in the works. We're trying to figure out logistics.
Yeah.
You can check out our YouTube channel. I guess it's mine, Reading with Melon. And you can find our podcasts on there as well. We're probably going to start uploading our bonus episodes with an actual video as well. So
yeah, we had some pre-made that obviously won't have any videos to them. Can't go back in time. But future ones, when we do book hauls, things like that, we'll probably do it.
We'll actually show you guys. And our 1-year podcast anniversary is coming up. So keep an eye on what we're going to do then, because it'll be a surprise to us too, because we haven't quite figured that out yet.
Surprise!
So I think that's it. Thanks for listening. Give us a like and follow wherever you're playing this.
Tell your friends, tell your families, especially your pets.
Especially your pets. Make sure you tell them I say hi.
Yes.
And
that they're a good boy and girl.
They're a good pet.
They're a good pet. Give them all the scratches, even if they don't like it.
Even if they're a menace.
Well, exactly.
Boom, bam.
Wow.
Okay, we need to leave now because it's not going to get any better than that.
It's not. Okay, bye, guys.
Bye.